pouring down with rain when we set out, and now the sun's come out. Beautiful.
Hello. This is Peter.
Yeah, I know.
Lovely little place. Bill's very fond of Newquay in Wales.
Yeah, well, we are. It was only 2 days ago. They showed it on TV, in the night, on the news. That thing was, you wouldn't believe how close to the shore it was and still able to swim. It was a huge thing. And the tail was complete right out of the water. And they didn't know whether it was a blue shark or a white shark. They weren't sure.
And this is recently, is it?
No, it was 2 days ago.
Really?
Yeah, it was there. It was huge. Right down outside Newquay Harbour, just by the sands there. And it was right in on the kids were paddling around there. Honestly, it was on the news. I saw it myself.
And you say they didn't know what it was?
They decided they weren't sure whether it was a white man-eating shark or a blue one. They're very similar apparently. One is blue and one is white. But they were sure you could see the bloody thing, you could see the shit. Huge in the water.
And they say there were still people in the
how
water.
How it was managing to swim in that shallow depth, I don't know.
Jeez.
It was so shallow, it was almost like walking that fella is there now, about 2 yards in front of him. You know, I was shocked. They showed it on TV. I don't know where you were.
If that was me, I'd have been out of that water a bit sharpish, that's for sure. That's a lovely little place. I've only ever been there once, but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, Newquay is lovely.
Yeah.
Cardigan, Newquay is beautiful. Yeah. I spent quite a bit of time there.
I don't know if you watch it, but we love that programme called Coast.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah. It certainly is.
Look at the old cannon, AU1.
Was it nice and warm?
Is the draw somewhere. I wonder if it would be like now, as all these years, I haven't used it.
No, and I got home, we sat, I was back through like maybe all right.
It's lovely out here now.
Isn't it beautiful? This happened the last time we came down, didn't it? It was raining in Llandilo when we left Llandilo. Got down here, it was gorgeous sunshine.
This is okay.
Smile, Peter. You're on candid camera.
Tina's had that camera a number of years, so.
You've got to take one of Gina now.
What, eh?
You've got
Oh,
no
not
camera?
me, no, Joyce, please. I'm such an unphotogenic.
What make is that one, Gina?
Samsung.
This is our first day of our holiday proper. This is Torquay. Just out exploring. I've left Gina writing postcards. This is what I can remember about Torquay. It's all that fine collection of boats. There's a few pounds worth in here. Just gonna walk around trying to get me bearings and find out a bit more about the place. Find somewhere to have some lunch, no, dinner in the evening on Thursday. some cracking boats, some huge great boats. I expect mine's in there somewhere. Can't see it at the moment though. Pretty sight with the old sailing dinghies and the old passenger ferry. It's like they've been having a race. Some beautiful coloured boats in the distance with the old spinnakers, very colourful spinnakers on. But that's lovely out there at the moment. Looks like they're all coming in now. Very nice. So hopefully we'll be out on the water tomorrow or day after. If the weather forecast it's got it wrong. Oh, there's one capsized over there. Yes. Yeah, the forecast for tomorrow is pretty dire, but you never know, it might pass us by. If it does, we should be on the water. It's a nice view of Torquay from the harbour. Get a bit of everything here. They've just finished a sailing race. So they say the old boats bringing the great big buoys in. God, they're huge, great things. There's another one of the old passenger boats coming in. The yacht coming in. Day's sailing. That's lovely out on that water. It's a nice old sort of Victorian, very elaborate water fountain. Sort of heart of the gardens here. Little gardens have all been beautifully laid out, nice bright colours. Well, the local authorities spend a nice lot of money on them. Right, I'm going to get back to the hotel now. It's starting to cool down a bit now. Well, this fabulous place is La Ronde. Absolutely wonderful place. Such a unique building. I think it's got 16 sides, built by two wealthy cousins in the 18th or 19th century, I'm not sure, but it's the most fantastic place with a gallery at the top that they built out of stone, shells and seaweed and all sorts of things that they collected, but unfortunately it's so delicate you can't go around it, but it's the most fabulous place. I decided to come here because when we left this morning the hotel, it was absolutely pouring with rain, but now the sun is shining, although it is rather windy, but see, on a summer's day you'd have the most fantastic view of the estuary out there. It's quite a history. It originally was thatch, but when it passed to this reverend chap who was a member of the family by marriage, he took the thatch off and put in those dormer windows at the top. And I must say, the views from up there are fantastic, they really are. very small chapel which the two ladies built because they didn't want to go down into the village to worship, so they built their own little chapel. It's supposed to be quite as eccentric as the house apparently. But these windows from the inside, they look absolutely fabulous. Just another view of the house with a nice bit of blue sky for a change. Just it's got a very, very small garden, but it's very pretty nonetheless. This is the church that the two cousins had built so that they could worship closer to their house rather than going into the local village. And it is really tiny little thing inside, but they're actually buried in this church. It's a tiny little church, but they had it built, and they had a little schoolroom built inside so they could educate the children of the local poor. It's they were really quite wealthy, but benevolent as well. You can have a look inside. It's inside the little chapel. Tiny little. Apparently they allowed people from the village to come up and worship if they wanted to, and that was I think that must have been the schoolroom in there where they taught the little children. That's the memorial to them. Too. Very odd. This is Dartmouth. Very windy Dartmouth. Just going to go on a cruise. Just coming in on the train. Just arrived.
No, I'm here.
Gina's tucked away out of the wind. It's very sensible.
If you haven't done the train Maria, it's worth doing. It takes about 30 minutes to do the trip. Passing through some quite spectacular countryside and coastline on the way back to Paynton. The hire car ferry is the last means of crossing the river with a vehicle between here and Totnes further upstream. The ferry itself is classed as a floating bridge. It's got no steering. It's actually guided across the river onto steel cables. Now, those steel cables do lay on the river bed. As the ferry crosses, they're lifted up past either side and then drop behind it. If you look carefully, you can see the cables just coming up out of the water into the ferry, running up to the top of the slipway where they're firmly anchored. The train there just leaving it and making its way over is the Kinlet Hall. That's the train we got on loan this year. We've actually got hiring that one for the season. The ferry can carry up to 32 cars on a full load. Lorries and coaches also permitted. They built many of the Trinity House light vessels that were dotted around the coastline. They've also built a small fleet of sun tugs and 4 Mersey Birkenhead ferries. During the Second World War, they built over 200 vessels, and those included wooden minesweepers, steel corvettes, and SC rescue launches for the RAF. In 1972, Philip and Sons Yard built a racing yacht called the British Steel. 485 of those craft, along with approximately 20,000 men, set sail from there before going off for the Normandy beach landings. Landing craft that left from the part of the river there took part in Operation Overlord, landing mainly at the Utah beach landings. Greenway Quay directly ahead of us. The uppermost boundary line of the Greenway. The tugman, he's let go of a small rope attaching the back of the tug to the float. They swing round, still attached on the bow, the pointy end, using a large shackle and strop. And as they do swing round, of course then facing the right way for the opposite slipway. Very simple, very effective method of crossing the river, and they've crossed it here many years in varying types of craft. Just recently, they have been described as the historic lower car ferries. And really, come to think of it, the only historical thing I can think of are the crew that work on there.
I have a photograph of a steam locomotive, one of my holidays. It's a particularly nice example of great motion. Like that on a train journey, quite something. Yeah, there he is. Beautiful. Another view of Dartmouth College. That really is stunning. Really could be back in the 1920s, 1930s. Really is nostalgia. Fantastic. Ferry again. Last view of Dartmouth College. Yeah, this is the viaduct, yeah. Fantastic views, look at that. Down there, the old viaduct. Nice view of the beach on the train. The locomotive that we brought us down to Paignton. She's just at rest, just simmering away here while the old crew have their lunch. It's just a fantastic whiff of the old steam and hot oil. It's lovely. Well, this is Friday morning and this is Drogo Castle.
Castle Drogo.
Castle Drogo, yeah. We've had a terrible drive down. It was absolutely piddling down with rain and it's just starting to rain again. So we're not going to see the moors at their best. But we're going to have a look around this castle that was...
Is that the entrance there, Bill? No?
Right, down here. This is a fairly modern car. I think it was built in 1920s, 30s by some tycoon. It's our second visit here. We came round with Joyce and Peter, but Peter wasn't feeling too fantastic at the time. So let's go and have a look inside. Impressive building, absolutely solid, but because of the design and the owner of it didn't adhere to the designer's original design, and because of that the castle got an awful lot of water damage or water seepage into the castle, because the owner insisted on having flat roofs rather than angled roofs, and as a consequence that's the water's coming in. This is a fantastic view of Dartmoor from the battlements. I'm going to find Gina now. Over Dartmoor. This is called Drew's Path. Absolutely spectacular views. And what a change in the weather since we arrived. Beautiful sunshine. Everybody's got shorts and sandals on now. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous view. Just going to do a bit more exploring. is quite stunning. How thick that wood is. This is Exeter. We've just taken the train into the city centre to come and have a look at the cathedral, which is over here to my right. You can see it for miles on the train as you approach Exeter. It stands out a mile. It must be built on high ground. I had to do the last part of the journey by bus because Central Exeter Central, which we bought the ticket for, is on a different line. So I'm going to have to go back to the station by bus to get a return train. Still, makes all makes for good fun. But I'm going to explore Exeter for a few hours. Full of history. A couple of some old buildings around here. It's a lovely old pub up there. The ship. But yeah, we're going to have a look at the inside the cathedral, which is a grand building. Tiny little church there. Nice to sit out there and have a bit of lunch.
Nice in there.
Right in the church,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, very nice.
Quaint
little place.
Yeah. Nice little area to have a bit of lunch, isn't it?
Yeah,
it,
that'll suit me fine.
the Royal Clarence Hotel.
Cup of coffee and a bun.
Yeah. Good. Oh, I'm going to film inside here, but I know it's not going to do it justice, but because the old vaulted roof is unbelievable. Walk up into a fascinating clock. No. So I assume that's telling the right time. Quite sure. Like the clock mechanism. The carving around this choir is incredible. So intricate. Beautiful, beautiful window. So we're going to zoom in on that. Tomb of their Bishop Hugh Oldham. He was co-founder of Corpus Christi in Oxford. He must have liked their rings. Got a ring on every finger. I think he looks an uncanny resemblance to Tom Jones. Perhaps he's Welsh. Tom Jones. It's incredibly colourful. Things are retained a lot of its original colour. There are so many of the cathedrals have had the colour removed. Unless this has been replaced at a later date. But it's very. This is the key area in Exeter. So that I wander down here while Gina's going to look around the shops. It's quite nice. It's all been done up. Lots of little shops, sort of crafts centres and stuff in these little arches. These all must have been sort of warehouses years ago, all being converted into flats and what have you. That looks very much like the customs house over there. Yeah, nice little area. That's another view of the all the lot of artisan shops. Some really nice stuff. It's really nicely done out. There's a little ferry there that takes you across from one side to the other. There's more shops over the other side. And there's some boats over there too, some big, fairly large boats over there. Might go and have a look if we've got time. This is definitely the heart of the Docklands. There's some lovely old wooden hull boats in and around here. That's a nice little area. Just came across the river on the little ferry. I think I photographed it. So yeah, it's a very nice area. Lots of little cafes and restaurants. Very nice spot. Right, I better go back to the cathedral now. Find Gina, have a bit of lunch. Oh, I'm glad I come down here. from the train going back to Torquay, the estuary. Couldn't get any closer to the sea. That's the sea down there. Fantastic.
Quite a lot of blue spat there, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Dawlish line that really runs right close to the edge of the sea. Tide's out now, but when we came down, that sea was right up to the edge. Oops. Taking a photograph of you turning away.
I know.
Oh, silly yourself.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too late.
It's the pub we had a drink in the other night. Right. That's it. And get closer than the water session up. That's it. And get closer than the water session up. So last night of the stay in Torquay, I just found this lovely little pub in this lovely little village. Just had a really nice meal in here. We found some really nice pubs while being away, thanks to this eating out guide that we found. Really is very picturesque. Gina was having kittens because the drive down to here, because it's there's a beach just down the bottom of the road here, but the drive down was extremely steep. Gina was a little bit nervous. It's a lovely little place. Just gonna have a look at the beach now.
Wait. Over here.
You want to be filmed now? You usually have tell me to bugger off.
That was lovely. Very nice meal.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Beautiful little pub.
Oh, this is a little cove that I just found. Just walked down a little way. It's a lovely little cove. I just imagine at low tides, probably a lovely little beach you could, the family could have a great time with. But it's a lovely evening now. Beautiful sky.